Hi, my name is Doug Burr. You're watching Live from Dan's.
And my name is Glen Farris, and you're watching me at Dan's right now.
You're still watching Live from Dan's.
Live from Dan's right now.
I've been in Denton a long time. I grew up here, went to public school from, all the way from kindergarten here, and just kind of settled down here with my family. And, I started playing music in church, in youth group and stuff when I was in high school. Picked up the guitar at 16, basically with a intent to write songs, and but started playing like open mics and coffee shops and church stuff probably in college, and then it wasn't till probably 2000 when I really started playing clubs and more official shows, I guess. My first Denton gig, we used to play the it's Banter now, but Brick House.
Open mic?
No, we actually had real bookings at Brick House. It was before it was the space that Banter is now in. That was probably my first Denton. Well, Denton is, can be a intimidating city. Sure, I mean it's intimidating in the sense that there's people that are near legend, status here, but at the same time it's very open to anybody, and people are generally pretty supportive of each other.
Plus, there's not much to do here, so boredom is a big inspiration.
It's an incentive.
There's not much to do. No one has much money, but playing music is free. So that's a pretty big inspiration. So, I was pretty desperate to join a band, so I lied about playing keys, and he believed it.
It actually worked out for him.
Mm-hmm. What brought me to Denton was, I think it was a white 93 Honda Civic hatchback.
This is too specific. Too specific with me that brought you.
I had heard about Doug Burr. I'd read about him in Paste magazine and set out to find if he was real or a myth.
Okay, so I signed on with Spoon Productions, or when Promenade came out, they stepped forward to help me put that record out. So since then, I've been on their roster, and it's been a help on the business end in a big way. The transition from On Promenade, which we put out in 2007, to OU Devastator, which I think On Promenade is a very strong record. I'm very proud of it, and I think the difference musically, it's still treading a lot of the same ground, but OU Devastator, I think I feel a little bit more mature as a musician. To me, acts kind of as an extension of On Promenade. It's not anything really that new, but I think in some ways it may be more well executed. But at the same time, there's this mystique to On Promenade. It's just it was a great moment.
Promenade was the first record I had played on, and all I remember from it is it was very nerve-wracking, and I was way out of my league, and I was just trying to not embarrass myself the whole time we were recording it, and I was faking competence for every session.
You jerk.
Yeah.
This is all new. News to me.
I'm recording some songs that are going to be on a CD. I think waiting is giving me a better snapshot of what I've had in my head.
Mm-hmm. There's that moment when you feel like you're ready to release something, and yeah, so suffice it to say, Glen Farris is ready. We strive to bring a raw energy to the live shows that we perform. You really have to sell songs differently live versus studio, and to me, live performances are about that raw energy. You don't have the layers of sound to rely on. What you do have is this audience and the energy that you get back from the audience and people that are paying attention, which is a really high honor. Yeah, it's always harder coming through some sort of media device than because when you're in the room, You know, everything, you know, the guitars are really loud, you know, at least at points. I mean, some of our stuff is quiet, but you know, there's a pulse. I mean, and your body throbs with the sonic wave, the sound waves, you know. Is that...
The mental image of your throbbing body was in my head.
Yeah, that's the sound waves throbbing. Anyway.
Body. Are you excited about playing on live TV from Dan's?
Yes. Are you going to sing the right notes?
No. Have you heard of Seren?
A couple of times. You were watching us live from Dan's on LNOTV.
.com.